Welcome to Ella Reads Novels. Hope you enjoy the story. I'm a female singer constantly targeted by anti-fans all over social media, and yet I'm married into a wealthy and powerful family. Unbeknownst to me, a hidden camera was live streaming right inside my home. In the frame, Xiao Yishu quietly approached my side, his voice cold as he asked, "You're playing games again?" The anti-fans reveled in this moment. Kulan clings to Xiao Xiao all day pretending to be affectionate, but now she's fully exposed. Even his parents and sister-in-law stand by coldly. If Yishu truly doesn't like her, then stop making life difficult for each other. Yet no one expected that the person who always seemed gentle and demure me, with eyes full of love, would lose patience. I pushed Xiao Yishu's face away from mine, who was leaning in close, and snapped, "What's wrong with you? Get away from your old wife." On Xiao Yishu's cold face flickered a trace of sadness. "You're rejecting me? The day I married into this wealthy clan, the netizens slammed me up to hot search. What is going on? Everyone, am I really supposed to just hand her over? Does Lan even know shame? She clearly knows Xiao Xiao has someone he likes, yet she still seduces him. What's worse is that she so sincerely stepped into that position. My husband Xiao Yishu's childhood sweetheart. The renowned little flower counted you his longtime companion. He invests in her films and mentors her. The CEO tries to play his tricks with her, even speaking for her on variety shows. The Song-Yu couple, dominant CEO and starlet Q-Team, were praised as the nation's favorites. Unfortunately, their story was ended by a scheming woman like me. When interviewed, Kanachi forced a smile. "Yeshu and my sister-in-law make a very compatible pair." Turning away, her eyes reddened. Netizens sympathized with the childhood sweetheart while slandering me for seizing my place through underhanded means. Even my husband's parents dislike me, which is understandable. Xiaoyishu's parents have never approved of me, remaining cold and indifferent even during the wedding. His younger sister Xiao never called me sister-in-law, always addressing me by name. Their attitude was apparent to the public. On hot searches, phrases like "When will Line divorce Xiao Xiao?" held top spots all year round. I didn't care much. Xiao Yishu and I do have feelings, but it's not deep. There's money to spend and handsome men to sleep with. Months passed blissfully. Who cares what others think? Yet I never expected such a visceral dislike toward me. The Shell Corporation recently developed a new kind of fully automated miniature floating camera with integrated intelligent recognition. Designed explicitly not to record private moments, to promote this revolutionary product. Their pre-department presented their CEO as the centerpiece. The hidden cameras would live-stream CEO Xiao Yeshu's entire daily life, broadcasted network-wide without informing me at all. While wearing pajamas at home, my hair tousled, sprawled on the sofa, the live-stream quietly began. Not a word was said to me. What if I said something indiscreet? Fab frowned, unhappy, watching her brother's live-stream. At this moment, Xiaoyishu didn't interact with his live-stream audience. He leaned back, eyes closed, resting, his face looking a little weary. He had gotten up early to preside over a press conference and then cooperated with company pre by doing this live-stream. He was exhausted. But his cold attitude didn't deter the internet's enthusiasm. The ultimate product ambassador inside and outside the Shaw family had arrived. Haha, isn't this more interesting than some superstars? Speaking of stars, will Lan appear in Xiao Xiao's live-stream this time? Please don't mention that unlucky woman right now. Every time I see her fake face, I can't help but feel suffocated for my fans. Don't rush. Live-stream is the best mirror. Just wait for Lan to reveal her true colors. Mrs. Shaw, seeing comments complaining, calmly said, "Lan is a singer, not a professional actress. She can't naturally perform such emotions. It's easy to suspect the livestream has a script, which could affect promotional results. Besides, he's also restrained." Xiao pouted more, upset, seeing she didn't understand why he'd be with a woman like that. Mr. and Mrs. Xiao remained silent. They disliked their daughter-in-law, but always respect Xiao and Yeshu's decisions. Never forcing or opposing their indifference is clear, but not enthusiastically. This live-stream was an opportunity they could see the real side of Xiao Yeshu and Lan's marriage. It would help them decide whether to sincerely advise Xiao Yeshu. If the two are truly incompatible, they should separate early, right now. I was curled up on a net chair wearing pale yellow Winnie the Pooh pajamas, hair clipped up messily, hugging my phone, completely unaware even as Xiao Yishu pushed open the door. He took off his vest and tie, poured himself a glass of water at the bar. Pacing in front of me, a few times his eyes caught my silhouette, but I was too immersed in the game to notice. See my lack of reaction. He was a little unsatisfied and came in front of me, tall and with brows furrowed, his cold tone cut like frost. "You're playing games again." In an instant, a flood of comments flew by. No wonder Xiao Xiao looks displeased, busy all day, then comes home and doesn't even say a word of good job. Really don't know who's the real wealthy one here. The house was chilly. And he greeted me with coldness. Qlan's tragedy serves her right idiotic enough to try and divide talented couples. Poor Niju. They mocked and jeered, expecting me to panic and immediately apologize. After all, my image had always been gentle. Obedient, loving Xiao Yishu to the point of no return. But what they saw was me frowning in disgust, pushing Xiao Yishu away. "What's wrong? You're weird. Stay away from your old wife. Don't block my phone screen." Xiao Yishu's eyes widened slightly. On his cold face flickered sadness. "You're rejecting me?" For at least 10 seconds the chat was silent. Shekemthep nearly dropped her phone, exclaiming, "Oh my god, I just saw my brother acting spoiled." Hearing Xiao Yishu's plaintive tone, I left the game, lifted my head in surprise. He propped one hand above my head, his breath warm on my face. I tried to push his arm away, but he was stiff and unloving. His deep gaze locked onto me. I responded, "This guy's sulking again. That's how it always was once I neglected him." He would cling quietly around me, saying nothing, not letting me go, pouting, staring at me like a stubborn puppy, but also easy to coax. One hug or a kiss would make this all vanish, his lips curling silently into the cold, controlled seal mask again. I suspected it had something to do with his upbringing. As the eldest son inheriting the family legacy, his parents had high expectations from education to demeanor. Every word and action had to be careful and meticulous. Before, it perfectly fit my image of the dominant CEO serious face. Seldom smiling, graceful speech and gestures restrained even more composed than me a singer. Until I was with him, I discovered he was stunned cold outside, warm inside, seriously composed on the surface but internally a tangled mess. I sighed and put my phone down. Wrapping my arms around Xiao Yishu's neck, I peppered small kisses by his ear. Softly, I said, "Enough, just one breath. How could you?" He looked wonderful. His ears and nose flushed red. He hugged me tightly, burying his face in my neck as if soaking up my warmth. After a while he straightened, his body stiffening. The chat exploded, speechless. "What's Xiao Xiao doing? Sulking? Do they usually live like this? I don't believe it. It must be fake, obviously acting." Previously, when Niju attended a variety show, Xiao Xiao once scolded Qlan, "Be quiet. Don't use your phone in front of others." Poor Xiao Xiao, sacrificing so much for his performance, but it looked like his ears were red now. Netizens lamented moral decline, a CEO acting like a star starting a business. But Xiao Kemthap clearly didn't see it that way. Her brother is a prig and serious. He wouldn't forcibly act for promotion, nor stage a play to ruin his own revered image. In fact, agreeing to this live short stunt by Pri had shocked many. Xiao Kemthap stared at the screen for a while, then pointed at Xiao Yishu and asked, "Parents, is this a professional actor they invited? The disguise is realistic." Mr. and Mrs. Xiao were silent. Xiao Yishu, eldest son, always composed and calm, never gave them worry, but seeing this once calm, cold man now flushed and burying himself into Qlan live on screen, left them speechless. When astonished to a certain point, people feel hazy. They just stare blankly at the live stream, silent, but comment skewered harshly. Looking at this makes me uncomfortable. How can Qlan live well by relying on dirty tricks? Poor Niju lost her place to this woman. Really? No way. Fans defending the scandalous party are essentially attacking Count Niju's official fans. Strange. Qlan isn't even worth a fingernail compared to Niju. Xiao Yishu's pause was a bit abrupt, but I didn't think much of it. After coaxing him, I grabbed my Relatunka bear pillow and curled up on the sofa playing games again. Xiao Yishu opened his laptop to start working, typing while occasionally glancing at me. Being a celebrity, I'm quite sensitive to others' gazes. After a few interruptions, I grew annoyed and turned my back to him. But soon enough, I felt his gaze again, impossible to ignore. Looking up, I found he had switched seats. How annoying. I reluctantly got up, scratching my head to move elsewhere. Where are you going? Xiaoyeshu's hand stopped mid-motion, moving away so he wouldn't bother me. You're the one bothering me, I said, surprised. I scoffed, holding up 2 fingers in front of my face. Coldly, you're disturbing me with your eyes? Ha ha ha. Xiao Xiao's clingy like this. Why do I feel like Qiulan doesn't love him much? It's the other way, he cares for her more. Qiulan's fans have wild imaginations one glance from the Xiao, and they start shipping their pillow time scenarios. But Xiaoyeshu's house is actually quite cozy. Dramas like not every dominant Xiao likes the cold minimalist style. Xia Kenthap has never been to her brother's home before. This is her first time seeing his living environment. In the old mansion, Xiaoyeshu's room has a gray high-end style, tasteful, neat, and tidy. But now cartoons, kitten mugs, Rulacum mouse pads, things he would never have used before were all neatly placed on his desk. Even his cold face looked cuter. Xia Kenthap felt conflicted, a bit joyful like a withered flower blooming unexpectedly, yet somewhat uneasy, unspeakable feelings. She had shown attitude toward Qiulan before. It's over, it's over. Running over to call her sister-in-law now would be humiliating. No, don't go. Stay with him for a while. Xiaoyeshu slightly frowned, staring at me. For some reason, I saw a hint of vulnerability in his eyes. Today, he seemed especially clingy. I was intoxicated, stepping closer to him, leaning on the desk, clearly wanting to see if he had a fever, but my eyes unconsciously slid down his face. From this angle, I could see his clear collarbones and the hint of sculpted chest under his slightly alluring shirt. I touched. I honestly followed my heart, slipping my hand into his collar and gave a touch. Xiaoyeshu reacted strongly, his body trembling as he quickly grasped my wrist. It was daytime, so I calmly withdrew my hand. You know, what would people say if I kept touching you? But I want to ask, do you like it? Will your things still work tonight? Xia Kenthap blushed deeply. Mr. and Mrs. Xiao cleared their throats, embarrassed. That's good, really. Xiaoyeshu took a deep breath. Stay calm. Sing me the new song you composed the other day. I haven't heard the full version yet. I looked at him with a complicated expression. Though I'm a singer, I rarely sing for him. Previously, I enthusiastically sang my new songs to him, but every time I got carried away, he'd smile strangely, which irritated me so much that I pinched him. He asked why but never explained. Over time, I lost interest in singing to him, but since he's seen off today, maybe I'd indulge him a bit. I shook my head, picked up my guitar. At first, netizens discussed calmly, but as soon as I started to sing, comments grew harsh. Seriously? Who gave her the courage to sing again? Does the camera have a voice changer? I give up. Hearing her sing is worse than monkeys screaming on Mount Tangmi. Don't know. Ask her if she has scandals. I'm fake. No marketing with lip-syncing plagiarism. Everything's fake. The company's pre is really disappointing. And yet they brazenly lie, insisting Qiulan is a legitimate singer. Classic Xiao's wife style. The entire Xia family revolves around her. Mr. and Mrs. Xia also support her. Qiulan debuted as a singer-songwriter at her peak. Her songs played everywhere. Suddenly, a media outlet exposed her for plagiarizing some unknown composition and lip-syncing at concerts. Negative public opinion surged overnight. In just one night, Qiulan became a notorious singer. People never heard her sing and didn't know her true ability. But if her song slightly fell short of expectations during this live read, her already tarnished reputation would worsen. This live read would be a joke. What is Xiaoyeshu thinking? My past songs varied in style, some upbeat, others full of emotion. Lately, I've grown fond of the gentle, melodious tones of Cantonese music, even took lessons. Plucking strings, my clear voice rose, the lonely light of the past. Love carved deep through years, once loved you more than the night wind. Xiaoyeshu relaxed, tilting his head with a gentle gaze, attentively listening. Our eyes met, nearly drowning in the tenderness and flutter of his eyes. My heart suddenly warmed. I quickly lowered my gaze. Did you compose this yourself? It's quite good. Am I under some spell? I always thought Qiulan sang poorly and plagiarized songs, but now she's not bad at all. At least, I wanted to hear more. Xiao Xiao's gaze was that of a man in love. Stop being ridiculous. One look and you spin 100 theories. The last note ended. I asked, seems I rarely ask for your opinion. Xiao Yishu nodded seriously. Not bad. I gave you 9 points. Why not a full score now? I was a bit dissatisfied not dancing while singing. Singing and dancing is a bit confusing. You don't know how to dance. I'm solely a singer, no dancing skills. Even in concerts, I coordinate with dancers and just wave my arms and legs. Xiao Yishu seemed to recall something, looking at me with a teasing smile. The first time I met you, didn't you dance very well? I was stunned, blurting. Wasn't our first meeting in the hotel? Didn't I see endless frenzied black comments on the live street screen? Shaq Kim Thap nearly choked. Oh my god, can you just say these things on the live street? The comments exploded. Damn, I knew it. No matter how good the singing is, you need skills. Qilan only clings to Xiao Xiao for his family background. Ah, despicable woman, return nature to me. Gross backhopper. Shaq Kim Thap's heart tightened. If this clip spreads, the label of using her body to seize position will stick to Qilan forever. Hey, what are you doing? Quickly fix this. I was oblivious to the uproar awaiting Xiao Yeshu's response. He recalled the resort hotel. That was the second time we met. First time was in the music room. I nodded casually. Before joining the Shop Corporation though I had some hit songs, my resources were limited. To practice better, I rented a professional rehearsal room. The room had inner and outer sections separated by glass. I usually stayed in the practice area. Looking up, I could see the whole room but never recall someone else entering. I tried to recall. Xiao Yishu smiled. I've never seen a girl sing heroic songs so passionately, singing and dancing with emotion. I widened my eyes in disbelief, ready to say, he's slandering me. I'm still someone with dignity. How could I lose my image like that? Turns out really, 3 years ago, I was in a public opinion crisis and depressed, so I sang many heroic songs in the practice room to relieve frustration. Besides the heroic songs, I also sang Dead Memories Revived confronting me. I sprang up like a leaping cart, covering his mouth, but it was too late. Xiao Yushu tilted his head, dodging, laughing. You still sing? People in the northeast are like thunderstorms. Your drumstick teeth chatter. Neighbors even imitate their wives' screams. Ha ha ha. Did I hear that right? He even heard someone imitating his wife. Don't judge by appearances. Though I look gentle, secretly I'm quite fiery. Ah, delete that memory from his head now. How could he remember my embarrassing moments? I gasped, grabbed his shoulders, shook him hard. No. Suddenly remembered something. At the resort, you insisted on playing with me, said my fans were all deceiving me. Yeah, I had bad intentions. He admitted with a playful glint. They seem pretty sweet together, don't they? I'm late. Trying to get between Niju is poison, no matter how sweet the one above is the real poison. Why bring Niju up? Lin is Xiao Xiao's wife. Just a money chaser. She'll never be as good as Niju. No wonder he always smiled when I sang. Turns out all along he was thinking about these things. I glared at his smile, annoyed, starting to recall old matters. This guy always tricks me. He acted innocent. When we dated, he gave me a card and said he'd put all his savings in it for me. Excited, I checked it only had 200 yuan. What? Comments full of question marks flowed by. I accused him. I thought he was poor, so I worked hard to support him nicely. But he's not short on money at all. Scammer, rich heir disguising as poor, only gave 200 yuan to the girl he loves. Still, Qilan supported Xiao Xiao. Is it because he's handsome? I grabbed the wrong card. He rubbed his nose, cleared his throat, then said, Didn't I already give it to you? I snorted. Do you know how many variety shows I had to join to support you? Too many to count. Xiao Yishu was stunned. You like participating in variety shows? Like, nearly pissed my face off. Because variety shows make money fast, you thought I liked it, so you came to every scene to support me. I'd rather you stay away, I said, disappointed. You hung the photos of me being caught for 3 days straight on Hot Search. Why the frown? I rolled my eyes. Both me and your childhood sweetheart went to variety shows, did all kinds of chores. But in the end they cooked while I couldn't eat a bite. I said, I was hungry. His childhood sweetheart suddenly cried, sorry to him. He said, Stop talking, let me take you out to eat. This was spun as she bullied her, besides with her, telling me to shut up. At the time, Xiaopri issued a statement correcting this, but no one believed it. All thought I tried hard to act like a noble lady. It became new material to mock me. You mean his childhood sweetheart is telling you? Xiao Yeshu pursed lips, hesitated. Who else? I don't have a second childhood sweetheart. I raised an eyebrow. Xiao Yeshu seriously looked at me. In his eyes reflected my entire image. He and Kaniju are friends, nothing more. I'm the one he loves. Got it. Hearing loved one, my ears warmed, blushing nervously, avoiding his gaze. So, is the online rumor that Xiao Xiao scolded Qulin to protect his true love fake? I thought Qulin had bought public relations. She wouldn't admit defeat. Just look at the way Xiao Xiao and Qulin live together. Those online rumors must be false. What should they call this couple? Mathalan, Shulan. But Niju's fans were unhappy. Qulin is just a wildflower, the childhood sweetheart is the eternal white rose. Ridiculous. Xiao Xiao said plainly they're just friends. Why cling? Fan cap. Niju's fans hissed in front of Qulin. He would of course say that. Who he truly loves is unknown. Oh really? Not marrying your true love because you can't. The Xiao family exchanged looks. Shortly after Qulin and Xiao Yeshu married, she signed a contract with Xiao's media. They began large-scale public relations management for her past rumors. Netizens were unhappy, thinking Qulin was silencing them. Not only actively smearing her but even mocking the Xiao family, believing Qulin married Xiao Reshu for ulterior motives, whether to escape difficulties through the Xiao family's power. Or climb social classes by marriage. They disliked her. It turned out Xiao Yeshu actively pursued Qulin first, hiding his identity so she could support him financially. How could you keep only 200 yuan? Mrs. Xiao quietly took out her phone and transferred 20 million to her daughter-in-law's account. Xiao came up, grabbed her phone, and silently deleted the chat window with Kaniju. And it was a message from Kaniju. Could you help arrange a meeting with your brother? I have something important to discuss. Xiao came up, read but didn't intend to reply. Compared to her coldness toward other women, her brother clearly cared for Kaniju, having helped her through many crises, so she assumed they would eventually be together. Then came Qulin's sudden arrival. She, like netizens, was dissatisfied, feeling she split her brother and Kaniju. At that time, Qulin's reputation was poor. Kaniju and her parents believed her brother was wise all his life but now was bewitched by a scheming woman, especially when Kaniju acted heartbroken. They had known each other many years and reasoned they couldn't interfere, but still favored Kaniju. But sorry, that was misunderstanding before. Now, whoever her brother liked was already her sister-in-law. Arrange a family dinner tonight. After the live read, let the two of you stay at the old house for a few days. Mrs. Zhao said this, dialing the phone. Xiao Kemtap understood this meant her parents had officially accepted Qulin. She rubbed her face. Next time we meet, I'll have to call Qulin's sister-in-law. Hope she'll give me some face for my brother's sake. Seeing Xiao Yeshu's melancholy face, my heart softened. Changing the subject. Not yet. I want to eat sweet and sour ribs, dried shrimp stir-fried with snow peas. Okay, add a bowl of seaweed and shrimp soup. Xiao Yeshu was silent a moment, then got up to open the fridge. No ingredients left. Go buy some. I'll go with you. My eyes lit up, jumping off the sofa to change. I'll get your battle armor. Xiao Yeshu's expression shifted. No need. Don't, I said seriously. If we get recognized, we'll get them all riled up, and tomorrow I'll have to divorce 800 times. No one wants me to have peace, I muttered as I rummaged. What battle armor? Right. Daily rumors of Qulin divorcing always topped Weibo 1,000 or 800 times already. Not now. Hot search switched to the sweet marriage of Qulin and Xiao Xiao. Feeling the winds change fast. Wear this. I handed Xiao Yeshu a short-sleeved t-shirt. He took it and opened it. The shirt had an image of a serious, fierce-looking husky dog. He frowned. Amazing, look up. I shook the shirt with the shirt featuring a Shiba Inu's face, grinning slyly. Do you have nothing else? He said reluctantly. Change it. This pattern doesn't fit my image. I asked, puzzled. When have you ever cared about your image with me? Exactly, your image is already ruined before me, and soon before the public. Ha ha ha. This isn't a famous smile. What? Why print that on a shirt? Xiao Xiao really wears it. Isn't disguised to avoid recognition? I read aloud. Who would have thought the man wearing such a silly outfit controls the shot company and calls the shots? Xiaoyishu covered my mouth. Stop. I'll change. He reluctantly put on the shirt, lips pressed, looking even more serious than the dog on his chest. I turned away to hide my twitching mouth, trying not to laugh. Put on sunglasses and a mask. Let's go. By now, the chap was laughing uproariously. Everyone quickly screenshots these expressions. Comparing these two is perfect. Especially the husky looks just like Xiao Xiao. Still, Xiao Yishu knowingly livestreamed and obediently wore this outfit. Who dares say Q-Lan isn't true love? I'm the first to object. Shut Kim Thap laughed so hard she was breathless, but her camera clicks. Turning, she saw parents simultaneously screenshotting. She helplessly urged, "Stop. After the live read, ask Pri to send the video to you guys." Mr. and Mrs. Xiao stopped, slowly lowering phones. Fine. Plus the unedited footage and original images mentioned in comments. You find and send to us too. Shot came that. Xiao Yishu pushed the shopping cart. I lazily followed behind, watching him choose shrimp and meat in the fresh food section. They look similar, but he took a long time to pick satisfying pieces. Xiao Xiao looks quite capable. Marriage and love are formidable. Even Xiao Xiao became a capable husband. I, on the other hand, crossed arms and walked like a general. While he focused on the meat, I sneaked 3 cans of Coca-Cola into the cart. When I was about to add the third, he stopped my hand, then put the last can back on the shelf. I rolled my eyes. He calmly said, "Hey, I told you I'd supervise no sugary drinks." I immediately deflated. Strict management to protect my voice. No soda, but I can't quit. Miss Singer, not drinking for a while feels terrible. Seeing me sad, Xiao Yishu comforted. I'll make you some lemon soda at home. It's just like this. Totally different, I sighed, moving away from the sorrowful aisle. Whole wheat bread's almost gone. Get one more. Fresh milk too. 1 box. Isn't there still half a box in the fridge? That expires today. Every household supply had a familiar brand. Making restocking convenient, Xiao Yishu and I casually calculated household consumables. The cart gradually filled. Passing the plush toy section, I spotted a pink bear hugging pillow and couldn't look away. Xiao Yishu hesitated, if I recall. You already have one exactly the same at home, right? I nodded. But that one's in the living room for gaming cuddles. This one's for hugging in bed at night. Xiao Yishu was silent, honestly asking, if it sleeps in bed, where do I sleep? I fought laughter, said seriously, "You can sleep with us." Xiao Yishu, the live stream audience burst out laughing. Xiao Xiao never thought a stuffed toy would threaten his position at home. Actually, it's just an ordinary life, companionship. Occasional arguments, grocery shopping together. Q-Lin and Xiao Xiao's quiet warmth before watching the live stream. Boss Kim and Canary now. Long life not that Lin. At checkout, I reached for a new spice from the nearby shelf in surprise. Try this. Xiao Yishu quickly grabbed my hand, strangely flustered. Don't be hasty. There isn't much left at home either. I curiously looked at his shy expression, partly amused, and whispered, "What's wrong? We never done this before. What are you shy about?" The audience chimed in. Exactly. What's Xiao Xiao shy about? He froze. Taking advantage, I pulled back my hand to choose more items. This looks good. New style. No, not right. Use this or try something else new. I looked back at Xiao Yishu for advice, and found him like a statue, on the verge of shattering. His awkwardness puzzled me. I wanted to tease him a bit. Leaning close to his ear, I whispered, "Not choosing any? Do you like cheese flavor?" And a flash, even Xiao Yishu's ears and neck flashed bright red. I grinned like a sly fox stealing bacon. The lights rebuzzed. Xiao Xiao's face was even redder than this morning. What did Q-Lane say? What aren't we supposed to hear? Xiao Media apologetically explained some private content is automatically blocked by the camera. Unless the administrators approve. I forgot this was a promotional live read, not a dating show. Xiao Yishu put on a small bare apron, lit the stove, pouring oil. I rolled meat hit already floured. Sizzle, the aroma filled the air. Returning from shopping, it was nearly 1 p.m. Adding preparation time, I was starving. I tilted my head, staring at the delicious meat in the pot, silently swallowing. Xiao Yishu kept a neutral expression, but when the meat was done, he picked one piece onto a plate, pushing it to me, hot. I happily blew a few breaths, then eagerly bit into a small piece, sweet, sour, crispy, delicious. Judging from Kulan's expression, Xiaosha cooks well. So domineering, even my body becomes sweeter. My brother can cook. Chuck and Fab stared at the live street. I haven't even eaten once. Neither had Mr. and Mrs. Xiao. They looked at each other, deciding to call Xiao Yeshu home someday to cook a meal for me. Very soon, when I nearly finished, Xiao Yeshu finished half. I watched the side of his face as he chewed elegantly. His cheeks puffed like small apples. Even his eating looked refined. I peeled all the shrimp shells left on his plate. He liked seafood but hated peeling. Xiao Yishu picked the shrimp, his lip curving slightly. After eating, I put the dishes in the dishwasher. We chose a comedy movie and happily began watching. With so many sofas, Xiao Yishu didn't sit back. He came to where I sat, hugging my waist, lifting me up. After claiming my seat, he settled me in his lap. Too hot, I protested, wiggling to find a comfortable position. Lowered the air conditioner temperature 2 degrees. Xiao Yishu's phone rang. He looked down and declined, ignoring it. Soon after, the ringtone blared again. I nearly missed the movie volume. "Why aren't you answering?" I asked curiously. After a moment's silence, he said, "Kamichu, Hoo Nin told me not to call the rotten man anymore. He's not worthy." "What nonsense is that?" "Just that. Seeing someone one's close dear speak to another woman, it hurt. So what's wrong with me?" I said inferiorly, "Answer in case it's urgent." On variety shows, Kamichu always attacked me and occasionally mentioned Xiao Yishu. I understood she liked him. Netizens stayed obsessed with my marital status, probably inseparable from her. Every video titled her stealing Xiu Xiao had comments calling for divorce. Over time, I got used to it. What's mine no one can take. What's not mine, no matter how tightly I hold on, won't stay. Netizens can't enter my home to cause trouble. How could it affect our lives? Xiao Yeshu reluctantly answered. "We're too close even without trying." I could hear vague voices on his phone. "Brother Xiao, are you free this afternoon? My film wraps today. Do you want to come to the wrap party?" I nearly laughed when she mentioned Xiao Yeshu and me. She called him Brother Xiao so normally. Why would she act so cold cut this privately? Xiao Yeshu responded coldly, not leading the conversation. She stuttered, "My film wrapped today, so there's quite a lot of drinking tonight. You know, last time I had a minor conflict with some people." "So I'm sending you the address." Nietzsche's voice brightened immediately. "Thanks, Yeshu. I'll have bodyguards sent for you." Silence on the other end. I covered my mouth. Q Lang was so carefree. Count Nietzsche was happily chatting on the phone with her husband. Q Lan, knowing her place perfectly. How could she compare with Lang Bao and Song Ong? They're centuries-old legends. Fans of Colin do not updated. Her fans angrily said, "Fan Q Lan, don't get cocky just because the Xia family likes you. You're not her." Who laughs last hasn't been decided yet. After the movie, I yawned and grabbed my phone. A huge money transfer appeared in notifications. I counted 7 zeros. Shocked, I sat up straight, showing Xiao Yeshu. "What's this?" "Mom suddenly transferred so much. Lots. Why do you want heavens more than the minutes I've lived? If this is dissatisfaction, then please reserve your hatred for me." Xiao Yeshu looked down, replying to messages. "It's fine. Mom gives, so I take." Dinner at home tonight. Long sigh. I didn't like going to the old house for dinner much. No one there but him liked me. Formal but distant. Maybe basic rich people skill something I dislike. Inviting boredom. But with such a large sum. I thought I could endure one evening. Anyway, on these occasions, no one really pays attention to me. Just consider me dining. 16 Kaniju, Q-Lan, and Xiao Xiao returned home for dinner. "This delights will still continue." Xiao family quietly said more. Not only did come home, everyone in the Xia household would come. Oh, so I could witness a Xia family gathering. Kamichu's phone lit with the message. Troops deployed. Transaction completed. She saw the live stream flooded with comments. Nathalie had only scattered comments. Sonok looked like small fish struggling in a fierce storm. Quickly, they were overwhelmed. She couldn't help feeling angry. "Watch for yourself. I spent so much money on you to praise Q Lane. Please." "Sister, are people blind?" At the other end, someone protested. "I said Xiosha doesn't like Q Lane. He likes you." Who would believe that? Kamichu's expression changed. She threw the phone at the wall. Then quality phones fell to the floor. Some still streamed the live stream. Kanaja stared at Xiao Yeshu carefully picking dresses for Qulan on the live stream. She clenched her teeth, praised Qulan. Since then she felt Qulan had no authority. Phones fell again. Kanaja stared at the live stream where Xiao Yeshu was meticulously selecting Qulan's dresses. Her inner heart overflowed with hatred and disgust. That wretched woman who crawled out of nowhere not only trampled on her face but stole away her Xiao Yeshu. She will never let Qulan live in peace. At first, I wore comfortable sweatpants, but Xiao Yeshu insisted I change into a silver gray fistic dress. Why so formal? At first, I felt it strange, but at the old house, I felt lucky Xiao Yeshu made me change. Because everyone in the Shaw family wore formal attire, I quietly whistled. Xiao Yeshu, didn't you say it was just a normal family dinner? He clasped my hand. Don't mind it. Just be yourself. Before dinner, everyone gathered chatting. I knew my way, found a hidden corner, sat down. Wow, the Shaw family's decor was luxurious. A miniature palace. Rumors said Qilin was unpopular in the Shaw family and isolated. Turns out true. Xiao Yeshu, Kaoniju lifted her dress, cheerfully running over. Oh, isn't this the Shaw family dinner? Why is Kaoniju here? Ning said she's considered family now. What's strange about that? Didn't you attend the wrap party? Why here? I curiously asked. She glanced at me, smiling, explaining to Xiao Yeshu, don't worry, the director knows your situation and won't blame you. I was worried for her. Why aren't you talking to me? I sneered. Xiao Yeshu, expressionless, didn't answer, only asked me, want something to drink? Dinner's a while. You can't. You already had a soda this afternoon. Get me strawberry milk. Decided already. Why ask me? Kameju saw neither nor Xiao Yeshu paid attention to her. Her face briefly stiffened, then smiled again. I'll go sit with Kemthap. I think she's calling me. Xiao Kemthap was coming this way. She avoided Kameju's hand reaching to link arms, approached me, smiling warmly. Sister-in-law, come sit with us. Here's too quiet. Sister, I was stunned. Pointing at my nose, Xiao Kemthap, who normally adored her brother and looked down on me. I glanced westward clearly. The sun rises in the west now. Xiao Kemthap stiffened and clasped hands in a small bow, pleading quietly, sorry, sister-in-law. I was rude before, please forgive me. Don't hold grudges. Xiao Yeshu handed me strawberry milk. No need for her to put on an act. Xiao Kemthap winked at Xiao Yeshu, who casually put his arm around me. Okay then, I won't bother sister-in-law anymore. She said this and decisively turned and left. Throughout, ignoring Kaoniju. Kaoniju's face turned pale. Well played. Great show, worth it. My in-laws grudgingly made 8-figure transfers. Relatives ignored me and sat quietly in a corner. Hated by sister-in-law, ignored by everyone, only called sister-in-law. Who's the villain here? Kemthap must have been corrupted by me. Losing manners. Get away from this old woman. Didn't Kaoniju also ignore Qilin? Not so rude. Right? Tonight was so strange. I felt suddenly like a tasty kick. Xiao Yeshu's younger cousins lined up to respectfully call me sister-in-law, like juniors greeting a boss. Then Mrs. Feld changed her attitude, called me over, held my hand, and chatted about family. Even Kaoniju, usually close with her, stood by, trying to join but failed. She told me lots of fun stories from Xiao Yeshu's childhood, as full of hope as she looked at me. I could only follow her. They told many embarrassing stories about Xiao Yeshu until he rescued me. Only then was she satisfied and let go. I felt my face stiff from smiling. I sulked and rubbed my cheeks. This place was unbearable, no longer invisible. Before, I didn't feel spoiling was frightening, just thought they were collectively insane. Xiao Yeshu rubbed my face to comfort me. It's okay. After dinner, we'd go home. I sighed, uncertain if Xiao Yeshu's warning glance silenced them all. My only younger cousin, who had a good relationship with me despite pressure, said, Your friend is coming, sis. No, sister-in-law. Have you seen the comments online? My fanbase wasn't active online anymore. Besides anti-fans, there were just a few bots. I'd long stopped going online. Netizens are diverse electronic pets. They bark whatever they want. Who's this woman cursing me? My cousin gave me a thumbs up. Sister-in-law, stay calm. Then she fled. I was puzzled, suddenly wanting to check the news about myself. Dinner began. I had to put the phone away, planning to check it at home, just as I sat in my usual spot. Kaoniju approached, sitting beside Xiao Yeshu. Lane, come sit with mother. Mrs. Xiao waved to me. Before I could react, Xiao Yishu pulled me next to Mrs. Yu. Xiao Kemthap laughed, sliding to the other side of Xiao Yishu. Kauniju stood, reluctantly sat back down midway. She smiled, saying, "Oh, Lane arrived, and Auntie already doesn't care about you." This was a Xiao family dinner. Xiao Kemthak spoke matter-of-factly. "It's only because we've known each other for years that she can come. Not that she can surpass her sister-in-law." I glanced at Kanaju's face. She forced a smile but looked stiff. Haha, half the Xiao family, but seemingly not one of them. No rules, no manners. Before, everyone chatted at the table. This time, all silent, constantly looking at phones, watching the live stream and watching themselves watch. So strange. "Who are you?" "Sorry, can't say." "What impressions does your family have of Lane?" "Flowers blooming on iron trees. Fire burning old homes. The only icebreaker in the Xiao family. The supreme sister-in-law." "Where do you place Niju?" "All those years of feelings were fake?" "Unwatch. Many have feelings for Yeshu. She's whatever rank boss." The family dinner ended. I breathed a sigh of relief, eager to return to my cozy little home. But Xiao Yeshu and his parents had things to discuss, so told Xiao Kanthap to stay with me briefly. I wanted to say no need, I could stay alone, but Xiao Kanthap was enthusiastic. Pounding chest, "To reassure brother, leave sister-in-law to me." Xiao Kanthap and I strolled in the moonlit garden when Kauniju blocked us. Xiao Kanthap stepped forward to shield me. Kauniju smiled wryly. "Kanthap, no need to guard me like that. It's not what you think. I treat brother Xiao as my own. Wouldn't sabotage his happiness." She looked at me. "I only want you to treat him well. He loves you very much. Don't let him suffer." Oh my, what does Kauniju mean? Are Kauniju and Xiao really something? Green tea flavors strong. Niju just as a sister wants brother's happiness. What's wrong with that? I understood every word, but put together none made sense. But Xiao Kanthap clearly understood her, saw no need for sister-in-law to please her brother. She looked at Kauniju significantly, slowly saying, "But patience maintains harmony. Sister-in-law's happiness makes him happy. A little suffering. So what? And it's not real suffering that's called love's charm. That's real sister." Yeah, real family can't fake it. My brother's tiny family and personal feelings, which is more important. I gave Xiao Kanthap a fresh stare. Kauniju looked blank, suddenly turning behind me. "I really mean no harm. Brother Xiao, how long have we known each other?" "Don't you trust my character?" I felt warmth. A jacket was draped on my shoulders, carrying a familiar scent. "Really?" Xiao Yeshu coldly said, "Because Lane refused the acting I wanted. You used media to spread rumors, defame her. You even buy online troops to stir up public opinion sometimes." I could only say, "For all our years of acquaintance, please handle this yourself." Kauniju instantly paled. Netizens shocked. Kauniju uses media and buys internet troops against Lane? Real or fake? Wasn't that when Lane got accused of plagiarism and lip-syncing 3 years ago? Industry insiders revealed a big director valued Lane's spirit, wanted to cast her as a loved supporting actress, but she said she didn't know how to act and declined. Then it became Kaunju's notable work, right? But Lane didn't steal her roles. Why the hatred? Just feeling embarrassed. Only your fans have filters for Kao. Whoever worked with her knows her true personality. So what's the internet troops for? Look at how fans fled everywhere these years. Those troops served their purposes. Oh my god, image shattered. Kauniju mouthed but was silent. She liked Xiao Yeshu since childhood but knew he only saw her as a friend. He would help her but never love her. But every time she went online, seeing fans gush over Xiao Yeshu and say so sweet, so pampering, she was secretly glad. The online sweetness was the only thing she had left, so she kept slandering Lane repeatedly, buying internet troops and beauty queens fully immersed. Unwilling to wake up until now, Xiao Yeshu fiercely shredded that facade before everyone. Kaunju's lips trembled, she staggered and fled. I was stunned for a moment. Only today did I realize how many storms I'd endured came from where. Though everything is past now, no one easily forgets deep wounds. I was chaotic, unconsciously opened my phone, randomly surfing, found my name flooding the net, edited clips of my love story with Xiao Xiao. Is it Niju or Nathalin? Netizens' lives recalls. What did Lane whisper in Xiao Xiao's ear? Anyone able to help Lip read? Exposing all Q-Lens scandals from the past 3 years. Anyone fooled? My hand holding the phone trembled. A silent scream escaped, trying to recall what I'd done all day. No makeup, badly dressed, carelessly revealing so much. I was destroyed. Blinking at Xiao, clenching teeth, asking, "You've known for a long time?" He looked away, slightly flushed. You want to kill me," I shouted. Waving the hot pillow, Xiao held my hands tightly, embracing me. I struggled fiercely, actually a bit angry. "There was a light switch. Why didn't you tell me? Would I not cooperate with you? Everyone knows, only I'm the fool left in the dark." "Do you find this amusing?" "No," Xiao tightened his arms, voice hoarse but serious, "because I wanted others to see your true, better self, to stop you being criticized, to have everyone sincerely acknowledge and bless you." Holding him, slowly lifting my face, gently said, "I know you're a very, very good girl." He wanted everyone to know this. I blinked, silent for a moment. The news suddenly felt so strange, numbing and unbelievable. It's not that I dislike Xiao, but facing him, I always held back a bit. I hate being hurt. If feelings given are many, I can reclaim them whole. Yet he knew all along. I lowered my eyes, murmured, "Why not warn me beforehand? What if I said the wrong thing or did something wrong?" Xiao smiled. "If anything goes wrong, I'll immediately take off my shirt to make the lights harmonious." I was silent. For the first time, I saw him shameless. I wondered, if I fell, would I have courage to stand again? I was sure I would. So why not be braver and follow my heart? Curling my lips, I returned his kiss. P.S. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to hear more great stories from Ella Reads Novels.